Okay, it feels like an eternity since I've done a track event, so I guess we're going back to track and we're starting off with the 800 meters. So there's actually a couple athletes that I would keep in mind on. One of them is Claudia Hollingsworth. So Australian, 18 years old. So this I believe will be her first indoor senior competition. Well, I believe she's competing at indoors. I mean, I think she's good enough to run at indoors at Worlds. Whether she does anything in terms of, like, for example, medaling, I don't expect her to medal at this tournament yet. I don't think this is her tournament. I think maybe next tournament will be hers. I think that will be her tournament to, get to reach a final. But this tournament, I think she's just only expected to do well in the heats and then probably get knocked out in the so I don't expect her to do anything special at this tournament. I just expect her to, be one of the shining lights, like be like, oh look, this is one for the future. But there's another one, Addison Wiley. Actually, to be fair, she's actually slower in comparison to Claudia Hollingsworth, but Addison Wiley from the US, too flat, 20 years old, so listen, she's another one. She actually, I kind of take that back with Claudia. I think she could probably make a final, but I wouldn't expect her to do anything in the final. Like, don't expect anything like top 3 finishes. And I think it'll be the same with Addison Wiley, where Addison Wiley will be probably, I have a feeling like she might get knocked down the heats. I feel like maybe Claudia will make the final, but Addison will probably get knocked down the heats. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Up next, we also have Allie Wilson, who is the current U.S. indoor champion. Now, I think I'm expecting her to make a final because she definitely has more experience in terms especially in knockout tournaments. 27 years old, so definitely she's going to be one to look out for the USA. And who knows? We'll see what happens because honestly, she could do something at this tournament. Oh, this one will be an interesting one. So, from what I've seen from the results, Freweyni Hailu, I think I'm just gonna call her Hailu. So, this season she was supposed to run, or this season she's ran the 1500 meter, but she has no 800 meter this season as of 2024. So she has no 800 meter this season. And last season she was, or not last season, in 2022 she won the silver medal for the indoor 800 meters. So it seems like this season she will not be in contention to run the 800 meter. I mean, just from what it looks like, I don't think she'll be running the 800 meter, but I don't know. Maybe she could make like a late entrance, but for what it looks like, I don't think she looks to be running the 800 meter, especially considering she didn't win it. So, because if you win it, then you get a bye into the tournament. But from here, it looks like she's not going to be competing for the 800 meter, and instead will be focusing on the 1500 meter. So that's that. One name to keep an eye on is Jemma Reekie. Jemma Reekie from the UK. I think that's how you say her last name, Reekie. Yeah. So 158.24. So far, she's actually ran the fastest in a tournament. So when I'm talking about tournaments, I mean like semifinals and then finals. So she ran a 158 at the British Trials, and she's definitely one to look forward to. She could definitely, I think she could very well medal if she keeps up that same performance. I think she could definitely be a contender for a medal position. I think silver probably would be likely, but hey, listen, anything could happen. And we also got the world leading this year, the world leading of Habitam Alemu from Ethiopia, 157.8. Now, will she repeat this at the world indoors? Perhaps. I'm not so sure. I mean, she's at a good age, 26 years old, so she could definitely, I think this would be her best chance to get a medal, and I think it'll very likely be like either silver or bronze, but it'll be one of those two, because now come to think of it, I actually don't even know who's going to win gold, because, well, I mean, we still have one more athlete I still have to go to, but who knows? I think right now, as it stands, I think it's going to come down between Habitam and Jemma. I think it'll come down between those two in terms of who's going to win the gold for the 800 meter. But one more I haven't mentioned is this one right here, this girl, or this woman, Ajee Wilson. Now this would be like more of a redemption story, because yes, she won the indoor world championships, but she didn't qualify for the Worlds in 2023. And I think this would be a great redemption story, because she gets the bye into the 800 meter, and this would be a way for her to be able to reclaim her status, because after not qualifying for Worlds, I think she'd like to send a message, be like, yo, I'm still in this, so maybe she could do something like a redemption story. Whether it'll happen remains to be seen. I am not so sure whether that redemption story will happen. For me personally, I think it'll be between Habitam and Jemma. I think those two will be in contention to win the gold at the Worlds, and maybe as a surprise, probably Allie Wilson. But honestly, I think I'm leaning more towards Habitam and Jemma for the 800 meter for the gold. So we'll see what happens.